Video, we're continuing with our lesson 11 in our Theory Time Book 1. Make sure you have your book and turn to page 33. Now we're going to start expanding on what we've been doing with our time signatures. In our time signatures, you're going to now have to think about the number of beats each note receives, and you're going to have to start making some measures. So at the very beginning, at the top of this page 33, it tells you on the staff below, circle the top number of each time signature. Remember, you learned that the top number tells you how many beats are in each measure. You need to know that. If you don't know that already, learn it right now. 3. There's 3 beats in each measure. So then we're going to be adding bar lines. We're going to count each quarter note gets 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, we know a bar line needs to go right here. And then 1 plus 2 more equals 3. So we know a bar line needs to go here. Then 2 plus 1, we know a bar line needs to go here. We know in every measure there must be 3 beats because the time signature tells us this. Now you want to do your best to draw your bar lines straight up and down a nice vertical line, beginning at the top, line 5 of the staff, and ending down at the bottom. And then we don't need another bar line because they already drew an ending bar line for us. So that question number 5 is now complete. Question number 6 says, on the staffs below, hint, check off each step as you do it. Look, there's 4 steps, step A, B, C, and D. It says circle the top number of the time signature. So let's circle the top number and circle the top number. Okay, we did that. They're telling us to check that off. It's always good to check your work. So B, add bar lines. Well, they're both 4, 4. So we say 1, 2, then 1, 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1, 1, 1, 2. There's 4. 1, 2, 3. We need one more beat. There's 4. I think you all are getting the idea. Another one here, and we don't need another one because they have an ending bar line. So there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures in this first example. The next example, 1, 1, 1, 2. There's 4 beats in that one. A whole note. Look, a whole note gets 4 beats. So we have 4 beats in that one measure with one note. 3 beats in a dotted half note plus one more. So there's a bar line. We're going to need 4 quarter notes in this one. And then our last measure, they already have the ending bar line. Okay, so part B, we added bar lines. Part C, below each quarter note, write a 1. Below each half note, write 1, 2. Below each dotted half note, write 1, 2, 3. And below each whole note, write 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, those dashes are optional. You can write 1 dash 2, or you can simply write 1, 2. That's up to you. 1, 1, 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and so on. You finish that up. Make sure you do it for both of these lines and then check it off. And then finally, don't skip this. Clap and count the rhythm aloud. I'll go ahead and do this example for you. I'm going to clap and count. 1, 2, listen to me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I only clapped when there was a note. And if there was a white note, I held my hands together and I pulsed my hands to feel the beat. Okay, you practice that. Don't skip part D. I'm going to clear all my drawings. Now, question number 7. On the staff below, it says hint. Check off each step as you do it. That way we don't forget some of the steps. It says circle the top number of the time signature. We want to always be aware What is our time signature? You will very often see 4/4. Sometimes you'll see 3/4. Sometimes you'll see 2/4. You'll even see 5/4 and 6/4 and others. But the most common one is 4/4. On the heart line, write the number of beats each note receives. Notice they put 1, 1, 1, 1. You're going to continue 1, 1. Look, this note receives 2. So you're just going to say, oh, that one gets 2 beats. This one gets 2 beats. This one gets 2 beats. That one gets 1 beat. How many beats does a dotted half note receive? Do you remember? It gets 3. So you're going to put 3, and then a whole note you've learned receives 4 beats. Then it says, okay, I'm going to check that off, okay? It says on the star line, okay? It says write the 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, okay? So we're going to put 1, 2, and then 3, 4. We're going to start counting that more advanced way. In every measure, we're going to be saying 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over. And so the numbers will line up with the notes. Now I'm in measure 3. That half note receives 2 beats, so it gets 2 numbers. We're going to say 1, 2. Now remember, we're counting to 4. So now we're on number 3. So we're going to say 3, 4. Does that make sense? Let's go to the next measure. The quarter note, the black note, only gets 1 beat, so it gets 1 number. Now we're on the next note. The dotted half note receives 3 beats, so it gets 3 numbers. We've already used number 1, so now we're going to say 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? And now the whole note gets all 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've kind of graduated to a little bit higher level of counting. It may feel tricky at first, or it may feel easier for you at first. Later, the star way is how we will all count. To begin with, the heart way may seem easier for you, or the star way may seem easier for you. I'm going to clap and count using the star way. Look at the notes plus the star line. 1, 2, listen now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you practice that on your own. Don't skip the clapping and counting the rhythms. It's very important. If you skip the clapping and counting, you will not be able to play your pieces as well as quickly. It's really important to feel the steady beat and to be able to clap and count. If you work hard on your theory, you'll be a magnificent musician. See you in the next video.